always let them, like you say, call it motivational when they coming in. Good evening, Albany, Troy, Schenectady, Rensselaer. We're glad to be back. We certainly appreciate you inviting us into the comfort of your home. Again, we have one of our co-hosts, Mr. Red Poet.
Salute. What's happening with you?
So we got a lot to talk about this week. First, we want to, pay homage and thank our Creator for another day, another week, right? And now we just kind of want to do what we usually do: look around the community, see what's going on, what we can help make a difference with, and if there's anything that we need to focus on contributing. So first, we want to look at like new businesses. Do we got any new businesses around that you know about?
Any new businesses going on? I know the brother that was on here last time. He's getting everything together for his plumbing company, finishing up the paperwork and stuff like that. And also we got She Shine Painting. It's a painting company, females.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they got the LLC part done and all of that part done. Now it's getting supplies and everything together. You know what I mean? And other than that, on the music level, we pushing.
Okay. All right. Well,
like that,
just this past month or two, we did introduce quite a few businesses.
Right.
We had Albany Tri-City Driving Academy, right? CLE, Commercial Cleaning Services.
Right.
We had your new security company, right? Medallion Security.
Yep.
Right. Also, you started doing a lot more showcasing with the artists, right?
Right.
I don't know if you gave that a name. Did you give that business a name yet?
Red T.
Red
Real
T.
Energetic Divine Talent Entertainment and Art.
Okay.
It's more like a movement, a brand that encompasses a lot. The arts, talent, and entertainment mainly.
Right. Okay. All right. And there were quite a other few businesses we had on. Mr. Hamilton with his production company, Digital Eye, right? We had on attorney Jasper Mills with the Mills Law Group. They helped us understand a lot of community issues and how I guess the community should try to represent itself in interaction with organizations and some different ways that we could help make a difference, right? Bring change about. Then we had always 518 Threads magazine on Mr. Davis, right? Mark Davis. So we got so many more. If I missed you, please forgive me. But we have your card, in our jar, and we're definitely pushing forward to network and bring a lot of support and move our dollar around with our businesses this summer, right? So next week we got something going on too, right? We're going to be here at the library, right? April 27th from 5 to 7:45. We got some issues I think that we kind of been collecting or concerns that the community's had, and we want to talk about them. You'll be with us, right?
Righteous, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know that.
So we got basically, budget, concerns with the budget.
Yeah.
I know a couple of years in a row we really haven't had any major access during the summer to the parks for the youth, right?
Right.
So we want to know what's going on with that. Are there any job opportunities for our youth and just things of that nature, right? And then we also kind of teamed up with a couple of doctors at Albany Medical Center. We'll speak more about that program, where during the summer there's a weekend where the youth are able to go into the emergency room and participate in the administrative side of how the process, unfolds when individuals work in the emergency room.
Wow. That's beautiful.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
For some, it'll be a good eye opener career-wise, and for some, it'll definitely be a deterrent, to make sure that they're careful on how they move, day to day. Right?
Say that. Yeah, that's official. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Just check it out, man. I mean, information is beautiful to a person that likes to learn. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't plan on being a doctor, but to have an understanding of what goes on in the process of what they go through on the emergency level, that's high end, like, to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I go through an emergency situation, now I might know something I didn't know just because I just went there and learned how to respond and react to an emergency situation. Even if they teach you how to stay calm in an emergency situation that doctors have to do on the regular.
Right,
So-
and that's important too, because what happens during that period that you're waiting for an ambulance to come or some type of emergency help to come.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right,
a lot
right.
of times we do the wrong thing instead of doing the right thing to help make a difference. Right.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So,
True.
also, we want to focus on these artists that you're bringing out, because you're bringing a lot of artists out, right? How's the showcasing going?
The showcase has been going good. We merged it because we create platforms for talent, entertainment, and art. So if you have the talent to host and stuff like that, so we also put in the talk show podcast part to it. You know what I'm saying? So where the artist can come, they can get interviewed, or they can put themselves in the seat to interview somebody. It's all a learning process through everything.
Right.
So one of the spots that we're doing the showcases on a weekly basis. That became the main thing. They liked that more. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we can perform on the weekends, but during the week we want to talk about ourselves. We want to talk
Right.
about what's going on. So now we're starting to hear how they think and what's going on. You know what I mean? And we're getting a good response with that. That's at the Galley in Troy, New York, 518.
Okay.
And with that being said, everybody's preparing and prepping for this great event that is going down on the 13th.
It's going down
Man.
May 13th
May
and 14th. All right. Well,
May
everybody.
13th and 14th. Listen, man, it's gonna be real beautiful. We got a lot of artists coming out, some good entertainment. Now, I mean, we got a brother that played the trombone.
Okay.
So I'm like, he said, yeah, can I? Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's also in honor and respect, even though the artists are coming out to get the experience and to perform and stuff like that, but we all doing in honor of the people in the community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing in honor of all the businesses, so we're giving you a day where you can come out, be outside, be around good people, have good vibes, and be honored for what you've been doing in the community, because it's been hard on us ever since COVID. So if you started a business and you're running a business right now and you are of the people and you're doing it right now, you really going hard.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. It's so much going on, you know. We've been around each other for so long. You know, when they see one of us, they see the other one of us, and we've always been like energetic in the community, trying to, you know, speak positive life into the community.
Right.
You know? So that you do the showcases. What I like about the showcases, it always runs smooth, and it gives, you know what I'm saying, it gives our young people a chance to voice some of the things that they're experiencing.
Right.
Now, everybody always doesn't agree with, you know, the basic concerns, right, that individuals may have.
Right.
But on a large scale of things, I think that everybody, me listening as a, you know, individual with a couple of years on you guys, listening, I'm starting to notice that most of the conversation is pretty much the same. You know, it's built upon where we're going. It's built upon the past experience and what we're actually experiencing now, and where, you know, where we want to go, where the youth want to go.
Right.
What direction are we headed in?
Right.
And this is why I always try to keep all of the older individuals involved, especially those of us that, you know, are business orientated. We definitely try to keep, you know, keep the momentum going, because there are, you know, institutions, there are businesses, there are different functions that need to be set up, right? That would give everyone a chance to express, right, on a continued basis, those concerns.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, yeah. So, all right. Let's talk. I mean, first we got April 27th upstairs, right?
27. Y'all prepared for that? Come out and support.
5 o'clock to 7:45.
pushing
Like
the
I
issue.
mentioned, right, we got a lot of heavy hitters in the room, right? We're going to be talking about jobs. We're going to be talking about career. We're going to be talking about a lot of our female trades women, how they can get involved in the construction trade, right? I know when we did a lot, you know, with our union, ECWA Local 102, we you know, we had a lot of women that had got picked up on a lot of the jobs, making good money, right? 60, 70 an hour, with waged benefits and everything, right? Or earned benefits and everything. So, I mean, they're on the march, right? So, you know us, we're gonna support anything that's productive, anything that's good, right? Bring some value. And then we're going to talk about this budget again, like I said, right? We need to know what's going on. A lot is going on, but who's getting the money? You know? And
Yeah, where that money going, man?
yeah,
Like,
but sometimes you can't
you
always
know.
blame people when you don't watch the money. We got to learn how to watch the money.
I mean, we got to stop blaming, period, and just go get the money. I mean, when you just wasting time on blaming on this person did this person did that, hold up, it been done. That's all that need to be said.
Right.
And since it was done, this has to be the response to it being done. We need ours.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we putting in work. Like we're literally able to work. We're willing to work, and it was proven that when the OSHA class came and how packed it got, that shows how much people were willing to work
Right.
or willing to make something happen. And I mean, for the community. I mean, I'm living in my community, but if I'm participating in fixing up my community on a construction level, I'm gonna take it a little more serious.
Right.
I'm not gonna let you piss in them hallways, man. My grandfather made that. Where's the money?
Right.
It ain't who, what. Where's it gotta come from somewhere. It gotta happen because y'all know when to get it.
Right.
When it's time for y'all to do y'all projects.
Well, you know how the community, by and large, feels about voting, but it's about that time, and we need also to make sure that this week coming that we start to address that.
We gotta put the faith back into it because
to,
I've lost the faith in voting. I mean, even myself. But I understand the importance of it when you be breaking it down to me. But it's like, I think the first method of it is reassuring that does work because we feel like it just doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, by a large voter hands, usually things don't turn out the way people, think they should turn out, and it's because they don't understand the process. Now, I'm not saying this is the tell-all answer, but I'm saying if these agencies, are controlled by certain individuals and we're interacting with them, then we expect our voice to be heard.
Right. Right.
We definitely expect our voice to be heard. That's so relevant on our local level. It's relevant.
Right. Right.
And believe it or not, a lot of our local politicians they're our family, and they live, in the same same areas that we do. So
isn't that
we
what we
already
asked for?
Yeah.
We asked for let our people get into the politics so we can have a decision. You feel me? Let the people from the neighborhoods be a part of it. We asked for it, we got it. Sometimes we gotta sit back and look at it like we got what we asked for. What is we doing with it? It's not even about the blame thing no more. Because right now, if it's not working, it's the same people that from your neighborhood and your aunts and uncles that got put in, and it's still working the way it was when they wasn't in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For some places there is things getting better. You know what I'm saying? On certain aspects. So I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We done demonizing each other and ourselves. We gotta bring the greatness out. But the whole point is like, you know what I mean? We there. So now it's like the decision to be made now is just, are y'all gonna play your part? Like we shouldn't even be asking right now.
Yeah. Well, another important piece is when we vote for somebody and we push them in there. We say this person is talking, what we want to hear. They're saying what we want to hear, and then we say they get in there and they say they're not doing anything. Remember, the reason why we tapped them in was because we needed a change. So it's most likely when they first go in the door that everything that's going on is in opposition to what we want. That's why we put them in there for change. So his or her first objective should be, what can I do if I get in there if nobody's on the same page as me?
Yeah.
Right? And then, so that's the real question.
Right.
Because if they was already doing what you wanted, you wouldn't have to go in there. You could just sit and let them continue to do what they do.
Right.
So it's what can I do
yeah.
if nobody was on my side?
That's a fact.
I got a couple
fact.
ideas. But I'm not in there though. But yeah. So then we got May 13th and 14th. So what's special about May 13th and 14th? What you think?
You asked me what's special about it? What's special about it is that we go into the community and we bringing businesses together, vendors from all over to come together and, and then we also utilizing the football field, you feel me? Nice size area and all that. You feel me? On a nice summer day, it's gonna feel beautiful and everything. But utilize the football field to let the people come, eat, kick it, just be outside. You know what I mean? Something that we need, especially after all this COVID stuff and everything going on. Come get some fresh air, and then we're gonna entertain you. You know what I mean? And then the following day, we're gonna show love to all the mothers that birthed these ideas that we presenting right now. You know what I mean? So we're going to the essence. You feel what I'm saying? Of the birth, and we're going to honor the mothers on Mother's Day. You know what I mean? The tables is going to be out. It's going to be beautiful. We have some poets, some speakers.
And don't forget,
you know?
on Mother's Day we got the group with Decky Lawson, his group Legacy.
Legacy, yeah,
right? They give.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep my girl on the side. They go in, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. She deserved to be treated good like a mother, you know, should
righteous.
also. But yeah, they're gonna be on deck. We got a lot of performers on deck. We got DJ Chirac that's gonna pull the lead.
turn up.
You know, hopefully a couple additional DJs come out and rock with us.
Yeah,
you know?
that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. They
But-
are.
And then we got some halftime shows set up.
Okay.
Right? But the most important thing is, and I want to make it clear and concise, it's a community event, right? So all are welcome, right? We'll have food, we'll have security, right? We'll have a lot of love. And believe me when I tell you, it's a community event. Whenever we get together, number one, we respect our women and our children, right? And we enjoy, right, the downtime with our families in community building. So I really trust that we'll have a good, successful event. I'm looking forward to it. Matter of fact, I'm more than looking forward to it. I'm putting all my energy into it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, we got Pop Warner that'll be out, right? Coach Mel and his team, right? So we got a whole bunch. We got a whole lot going on. But this is how Albany, to be honest, when I used to come up here, this is how Albany used to be.
Yeah.
Albany used to be like this. Everything was just love, just from corner to corner to corner.
And on the strength that you experienced that, because, I mean, for lack of a better term, you're one of the elders. You feel me? You're able to remind.
Who one of the
Now,
elders?
let's say,
Me?
All right, one of the elders. What's the word?
One of the elders?
One of the yeah, you know what I mean. One of the teachers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll go for that.
yeah. You know what I mean? But old men for counsel, young men for war. So I don't know.
Okay.
Teachers, you know what I mean?
All
So
right.
as one of the teachers, you experienced that. So you know what to remind the newer generation who's coming in and they want to do something, but they don't remember the aspect that made it come together.
Right.
So, like you always tell me, we merge the generations. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact.
that's what
That's a
I'm bringing
fact.
out of that. Like, it's you saying that that's how it used to be, man. And we thinking we doing something new. Like, ain't nothing new under the sun. Y'all just doing it a different way.
Right.
But let me show you what made us stick together, and hopefully that can keep the glue on what's going on. So now the next generation gonna say, man, we used to do that.
Right.
We used to have fun. You know what I mean? Just pass it on.
It's humility on both ends.
Right,
You know.
right,
I remember we used to play the game called Pitch and Pennies. Most people now probably don't even know what that is. Pitch and Pennies, right?
Yeah.
And then the girls used to they used to play double dutch and
Dutch,
jump rope and
yep,
stuff.
yep.
Most young girls probably can't even dance or
Jump
jump
around.
rope. You know.
Yeah.
But like I said again, the factor here is community. Things have changed. A lot of our young children are experiencing anxiety and different things. And I kind of thought about that because we did a couple of shows on that. And I really kind of dug deep into it. And they have a Chinese philosophy. It says that when a person is depressed, right, that means they're living in the past. But when they're anxious or suffering from anxiety, that means they're living in the future. So we do have to understand that the whole psychology behind the school curriculum is changing. They're not teaching that Columbus found America anymore. All of these other things. So it's actually like their brains are being readjusted. I didn't think about it before, but I said it has to. Everything has an answer to it. I might not know it, but somebody does, or some point in time, the answer will come to the forefront.
Right.
So
That's a fact.
I'm ready. You got any artists coming from Connecticut this time?
Yeah. I got.
You gotta be
4
careful because
artists.
you know 518 is official with our artists, right? 518.
Yo, man, 518 don't play. I'll tell you the truth, man. I mean, they came out to Connecticut and they turned up, but they don't network.
Okay.
We don't start at the spark.
All right.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
these artists, they know each other. They've seen each other perform. They've been to each other's hometowns. A few of them
Okay.
came out when we did the grand opening in Albany.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Matter of fact, one of the artists that came, he didn't perform, but he brought his sons
Okay.
and let them perform. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
okay.
for them to get, so they was able to go out of state and perform and stuff like that. So it's really like what people say about us, that we keep using the word community, which I say come unite. You know what I mean? Community, put the word together. You feel me? Like we always uniting. But it's not broadcast and not talked about.
Right.
Because at that event, you had Albany, True, you had the whole 518, you had people from Connecticut, you had a couple people from Queens, you know what I mean, a brother from Brooklyn, and we was all just kicking it and enjoying each other's art.
Right.
I wasn't listening to some famous dude music, I was listening to this dude's music.
Right.
This sister singing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, wow, you got talent. I can see you going far. I'm not
Right.
already waiting for you to be there. I can see. I can envision what you see.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Before I forget, we got a couple of gospel artists that's gonna sing with us too.
Beautiful.
On those days at the event.
Yeah.
Like you call it motivational music.
Yeah, that's
But we gotta pay attention to that too. I mean, hip hop is beautiful, you know. Jazz and blues is beautiful, but gospel is beautiful too, because whether you attach it to the spirituality behind it, it got us through like eons, like hundreds of years. So you can't negate that fact.
All the way back
You know
to
what I
the
mean?
old spirituals and-
Right. Even though we are elevating, right,
Right,
and looking
right,
at
right.
things in a different way, still you got to pay homage. You know what I'm saying? You got to give respect. You know,
Gotta give respect. Respect, though.
especially when it boils down. You say that's my grandmother, that's my auntie, or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna put that. We're gonna put that respect on it anyway. Right.
That's a fact.
So we're not gonna leave anyone out. Our goal is to open up the doors, like I said, and talk to the community. Also, we got a couple other things. We just commandeered a location on Lexington, and I think the cross street right there is Elk. We're gonna be doing some things over there.
Okay.
Discipline, setting up the boxing gym,
Smooth.
and then the sister CJ with her electrical company will be there, and she does stuff with the children. So we're gonna be over there too. So
All right.
we're gonna shake that corner up a little bit.
So the children, what's the age?
Well, I know that they start probably from like 5 to 13 or something.
Okay,
with
smooth.
the summer program. I'm not sure. You can't
Okay.
lock me in on it.
Right.
But with the gym starts from 12 and it goes up, because we got Mozzie, right, one of our Albany greats. At 17, he had 14 national titles, right? That's Ty's son, Benji's grandson, right? Then we got a couple of other hitters on the side. I like to see that Sister Jada get busy too, though. Out of Troy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she needs to get busy too.
Okay.
She's pretty good, I heard.
Good,
She
all
needs
right.
to get busy though. But we get ready to ramp up some boxing too, some professional fights, some pro-am fights and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
I can remember those days when I used to come up here and everybody boxed.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody.
That's the same thing in my neighborhood.
I could name all of the names.
my
Elijah
neighborhood.
Tillery. You had Benji Goldstein. You had Ricky Milton. You had the other Rick from downtown. You had another Rick Tick. And then you had Wally. You had Purnell. I could go on and on and on. So everybody used to box. You had Tui. You had all these big dudes, and they just go at it and go at it. But everything was always like it was a party going on somewhere all the time, right? And it wasn't a lot of the aggressive nature, you know what I'm saying, that's being shared now. So we need to bring some of that back to the community. We need to share some of that with our youth, you know.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to deal with our youth in that space, but guess what? I got a son that's in his 20s, so they are our children. So why would we be afraid, right?
That's what they said they was going to do.
Yeah.
They was going to make the parents fear the kids. You know what I'm saying? But like we need them. We need us. You know what I mean? Like if I mean, and it's okay for the people that don't want to do it because you don't want somebody to do something they don't want to do anyway. So like, but we take the responsibility of we stay tapped in enough to be able to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then just let that keep growing because like I'm gonna come down in the trenches with you. I gotta have a talk with you.
There you go.
I gotta speak with you. So
There
if
you
you're
go.
in the trenches, that's where you at. I'm coming to the trenches to come and speak with you. I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm coming up in the trenches, but I'm coming. And I'm coming
Right.
to speak with you. And hopefully speaking with you or taking you out of there for an hour or two does something. Something that someone said, I'll never do that. But you know what they would do? I could bring them to that person and be like, yo, give them a job real quick. You won't go to the trenches, but you trust me.
Right.
Because I'm able to do it, however.
Right.
So then it turned into a network.
Right.
So we just accept everybody's position. But what we're saying is the position of helping out the youth, we need more.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what we're really saying. Like, I mean, we're accepting everybody's position, but we need more people to be able to stand up and speak with the youth. Give them a platform. Try it out. Throw some security in there and see what they do. Because a lot of the times, it turns out good. A lot of the places that I got the venues to do the showcases, it was like, I don't know about the crowd that might come.
Right.
I said, I'm a security company, don't worry about it. Because of that, that's the only reason why we'll see what happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when I go there, I'm not in security clothes, I'm in regular clothes. The security is in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. This is not a prison. You know what I'm saying? This is where you express your art. You know what I mean? So they come in, but they know who we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's never had an issue or problem. It's a smooth night. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it take us to show the rest of the community that this can happen.
Right.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to jump out the window and say, nah, I think the kids would be good if we put them, let them. I think do it.
And
not the kids, but
one
the
young adults. One thing I do understand, we are people that have a respect, and we care about our family line. So most people would not want to bring a damaging effect or a black eye on their family name.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh, that's Joe's son. That's Butch's son," right? And then what it was Big Mama gonna say? I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? You brought this on. You brought this on our house, right?
Right.
So I mean, because everything is so close knit.
Yeah.
We can make it happen. You know, we did Juneteenth, right? 3 days. We've had about 4,000, almost 4,000 people each day, right? It was a lot of work, but I know that this year, because we're already ramping up, this year will be a lot easier. When I say easier, meaning we don't want an easy time. We want new things. We want to keep, thinking out of the box, out of our comfort zone. But I say it'll be easier because people will understand now how we operate, and that we can do it. And it worked, Believe me, it was so much. They put on the song for the little children. They came running. It looked like it was about 1 million of them. I didn't know it was that many of them there, right? One day I gotta find that tape and play that. They came out of everywhere. The little guys, the mothers couldn't even hold them. They was breaking away. What was this song they was playing? The little song that they played for the children all the time.
It wasn't Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know what they did with
Baby
that
Shark.
song, but that song, the kids hear
They
that.
came running out of the woodwork. Look, some of them. Look. I saw the little baby, right? I saw the little baby. The little baby was running. The little baby couldn't even walk, but the baby was walking. So the baby took their first steps at our event. So we happy for that.
Say that.
All right, so how we gonna reach you, man? Tell us. We got the upstairs in the public library. We got the 27th, right? From 5 to 7:45, right? Free event, right? Invite you all to come. We're gonna talk about some serious issues. Then we got after that we got May 13th and 14th, right? We have the artists coming out, right? And we got the band Legacy coming out, right? We had Pastor Valerie Fowles coming out and do a benediction for us. Like I said, motivational, the spiritual content. We must have that. That always exists with our people.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And we got a halftime show set up for you. Interesting halftime show, right? And then, of course, we got
the Red Tea Award Show.
Okay. And how we going to reach you?
Y'all can reach me at Red Tea on Facebook. Y'all can see all the events and everything we're doing, what we have coming up. You can see all the flyers and the people that's going to be honored that day. You have to go on the page and, check it out. You also find me at Red Poet, red.e.d poet on YouTube if you want to, check out my poetry because I am a poet, one of the best in the world.
Okay.
And for the security company, Medina Security Company, 518-764-8585.
Okay.
Salute.
And we're gonna put the event for May 13th and 14th on Eventbrite. It is a free event, but it is an area where it is paid for seats, right?
Right.
But it is a free event. So Albany, Troy, Schenectady, Rensselaer, thank you once again. Good night.
Night.
Okay, so we're back. We have another one of our business owners, that came to sit with us. You dropped in, Kevin, right? Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you? How you doing?
I'm good. So we want you to meet Kevin. What's the name of your shop again? Health Soul.
Healthy Soul.
Healthy Soul.
Healthy Soul. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It's located on North Pearl Street in Albany, just like the downtown area. It's like a health bar, not really a juice bar. We do smoothies, juices, salads, acai bowls. It's a whole bunch of stuff. We got a lot of art in there, a lot of culture in there, and it's like drinks and stuff to target like stuff that you're going through. So if it's pain, we got stuff for that. If it's eczema, we got stuff for that. So it's a little bit of a health bar.
Wow. Okay. All right. Where'd you learn the craft?
When I had my convenience store, we kind of did smoothies there, but it wasn't like a targeted thing. And then like after COVID, it was just like, we was more focused on health. That made us more aware of like health and stuff, especially with everything that was going on. So just, I don't know, I follow like a lot of health stuff on Instagram and stuff like that. And it made me like get more into it. And I like to eat pretty healthy. I mean, I'm not the greatest, but I eat a pretty healthy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So how's the area treating you down there? I mean, are you getting good foot traffic? Is the community supporting you?
Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, this is my third business downtown, so I'm kind of, I guess, know how it works down there. But we opened the juice bar in this wintertime, so I didn't think it was going to be as much traffic as we got, but it went really, really well. So I think we're going to take off now during the spring and summer. So
Right.
it's going great.
So you and the business that you're in, you kind of see it that people are becoming more health conscious.
Yeah, it's just because, like I said, that's the climate that we're in. People are more conscious on their health. We got a lot of vegans. We got a lot of stuff, pescatarians. It's just people that just do juicing. You know what I mean? So it was a necessity down there. There's nothing like that down there. So a lot of bars and stuff like that, burger places and stuff like that down there. So we're like the only thing that you can get that from downtown. So.
That's good. That's good. I tried one of your drinks before. It was really, really good.
Thank you.
Really
Appreciate
invigorating.
Appreciate that.
Especially now, when we start to learn about good food as opposed to just basic junk food, right? So it is a big difference, and you definitely need it. We're glad to have you, as a strong component in our community.
Appreciate that.
Right. What else you got going on?
Right now, that's pretty much what I'm focusing on. I mean, I had a million things going on at one time, and it was kind of overwhelming. So I'm kind of trying to slow down and just focus on that and like help other aspiring entrepreneurs with learning from my mistakes and I think I'm pretty good at this thing, so I'm trying to help them out.
Well, I was hearing that. So you want to spend time mentoring, right? New business owners or people that have a desire to go into business, right?
Yep. Yeah, I want to like help people get their storefronts up and going, and that's what I feel like I'm strong at that, and the design of it, and how to budget your money, how to start stuff without money, because everybody thinks you have to have a ton of money to get into business and to grow business. So I'm trying to like help people learn that, because I did it. And I failed, and I did it again, and you know what I mean? So I feel like I went through the ups and downs.
Got it, right?
I went through the ups and downs of it, and so I'm trying to help that.
That's good. Yep. That's good. That's really notable. That's good, because most of the time, everything that we get from the book, that's just book knowledge. Yeah. That one day, that first day on the job, those couple of hours will let you know that was a book, and this is real life, right?
I believe that like you learn everything from experience more than like reading or school, which you learn a lot from, but more everything you gotta just do it. And you're gonna stumble, but you're gonna learn from the stumble, so you learn more that way, in my opinion.
Yeah. So where you from?
I'm originally from Harlem, New York. I've been up here for a long time. Now I still go back and forth from time to time. I usually try to go like every 2 weeks to go back down there. So I was just there this weekend. That just passed. But yeah, I've been in Albany. I went to Albany High school up here. So I'm pretty I know Albany pretty well. But yeah, I've been up here for a long time. I'm kind of familiar with the community and neighborhood. I'm not really like outside, I guess, so I'm not really like known as much. I think doing business and stuff has made me like, I guess my name go up a little bit more, but
Right.
I'm not really like.
Well,
I guess outside
did
much.
you get a lot of support from your family when you were starting?
Yeah, my family is really supportive. Not as far as like financially, but like support. Like if we're doing something, it's all hands on deck. So like I never like my store. I didn't really have to hire anybody. It was all family coming in and helping out. My mom comes every day still. After she works her 9 to 5, she comes and helps me out every day.
That's
And
great.
I never ask her, but she comes every day. My grandma still helps out. My friends. So yeah, I get a lot of support from my family.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to ask. But
I forgot who it was. They were talking about families, and they were saying that every so often in the family, there's one person that comes along, and they're that one person that's going to take the family and put them on a whole different track and open up business and those opportunities and stuff like that. Is that you? Were you that one, or
yeah, I've
was
always been
business
that
in the family?
type of. I've been always like this. I've been the calmer in my family, like the person that's always calm through triumph and stuff. So yeah, I've always been the person that I knew I was the one that was gonna change.
You knew you were
the
the one.
dynamic of what we got, and I think they all know that. So that was what the great thing was that they knew that already. So it was easy to just support me
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So everybody's always really happy for me, and like I said, it's all hands on deck whenever I ask. And like I said, most of the time I don't have to. I don't have to ask, but I don't see that often. That's what I feel like we need to come as a culture and stick together more. Because each other families, we don't, especially in our community, we don't support each other as much. It's always a hassle to get us to support. But I definitely don't have that in my family. We support each other really well.
Well, I know your business will be successful because, I mean, you like one in a million, you know. And as we start to discuss our options on what we should do and how we should support each other, then I'm quite sure your name is just gonna come up right on.
And I'm
the
good
top.
to everybody, so I think that's you go far by doing that, doing good business and just doing the right thing. I'm big on that. I'm big on just doing the right thing, whether it's I don't know, you could take a loss from it, but it's just doing the right thing. I'm just proud of myself on doing the right thing because you never know when you're gonna see that person again, or kind of gonna need them again, or that could be the person that's in front of that gate that you can't get in, that you're really trying to get in. So I always try to do the people the first time, and I don't want to have to say sorry or all that stuff. So I just try to do things the right way the first time, and it's taken me a long way. So I always get support, and it hasn't been easy at all. It's been rough, and I don't get support from the community all the time.
Right.
But I'm gonna fight through it. I'm gonna get through it.
So tell me, when it comes to mentoring other entrepreneurs or individuals that want to break into the business, how, number one, do they reach you? And like, what is some advice that you want to give them to start out with?
I mean, anybody can come. I'm always at my location, so they can always stop in and talk to me. Also, phone number, I can give them my phone number. I'm on social media. You can always contact the Healthy Soul Albany on Instagram, Facebook, and get in contact with me. And my advice to people is just do it. That's my big advice to everybody. Don't overthink it. Don't talk to people that hasn't done it because they're always going to shoot down your dreams and tell you why it's not possible. So just, even if it's your mom or your grandma or your dad, like, they don't understand it. You know what I mean? They don't understand your vision, the why in it. So just do it. Don't tell people your dreams that haven't done it. Talk to people that actually has done it before. Because that's just my biggest advice. Even if it's your mom, your grandma, your dad, because I know that's your support system, but talk to people that actually has done it before. They'll give you better advice.
All right. That's a good plan. So in your business plan or your business model, do you have a theme color?
No, I'm always colorful.
Colorful. So you don't have a favorite like color like
I like
when
eye
you branding?
attraction. I like eye attraction.
Eye
So
attraction.
anything that's colorful, I feel like it brings people's eyes to it. So I'm always colorful and artsy, and it makes people want to walk in. And I always want to do stuff that's different. So I'm gonna do the same. Like if we're doing the juice bar or something, I want to make mine the most unique one. Because we all kind of selling the same thing You know what I mean? We all looking at the same recipes, might tweak it a little bit. But for the most part, I try to bring a different aspect to it. So.
And that's important too, because like a lot of people, we always get recommendations about, you know, focusing on drinking water, H2O, but actually the good water comes from H3 what is it, H320?
Yep.
Right, that's the actual nutrition, right?
Yes, it
So yeah, I mean, so you right on then, right? You right on. So listen, you know, I was explaining to you know, to Red Poet that we'll be in the library right this week. You're gonna join us, right?
I am, yep.
So if you want to get a chance to speak with, you know, Healthy Soul and get in touch with him and kind of see how he did some of the things that he did and how he opened up, and like, you know, you already see his enthusiasm in giving back to the community. So you'll have an opportunity to meet Kevin face to face, right?
Yes.
You'll be there interacting with us. We'll be there from 5 to 7:45, right?
Okay. Nice long event. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, we going in.
Yeah.
We going in. We want to know where the money is at, who has the money, who needs help,
Okay.
and we want people to come to the table to talk about what we got.
Okay. And deliver results.
That's a fact.
Yeah, there
So
we go.
we're going to see you, and you get a chance to meet and speak with Mr. Kevin from Healthy Soul, right? On the 27th of April, we'll be upstairs in the library. Albany, Troy, Schenectady, Rensselaer, as always, thank you for inviting us into your home. We hope to be productive, right, and look for ways to receive you and talk about some of the things also that are of interest to you. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.